Hello, I am back with another unknown lolcow in our little series, and this time I am looking at CatDog, KittyDog, KittyDog69, or real name, Zola Williams. A brief overview of this person is kind of a weird one. Zola Williams, KittyDog, is a furry animator slash quote-unquote musician. Big quotes that this is something that she did say, groomed into being okay with zoophilia. So you already know this video is going to be really good when you're saying something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. KittyDog, or real name Zola Williams, was born February 6, 2003. With a wild, historical, autistic, hypersexual, furry animation, meme creator, and musician, who, as well as being gender fluid and plural, dog has been in a constant state of arresting development ever since she became popular online. She makes a big deal of the growing and changing she's going through and proud of herself, but there is no apparent change in her behavior. She has been irrepeatably groomed into degeneracy by the internet, and her only resource is drawing neon furries. Along with these things, Williams has defended bestiality, defended pedophiles, defended abusing her dog, showcasing her animal dildos in a Discord server full of children, and all with a fan base that age range from 10 to 14. She also makes stuff like this video I'm going to show you.
ABC 1, 2, 3. OMG, I got ADHD.
I got ADHD and I wanna fucking kill myself. Take it, I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help. I am just a little boy, don't make me take the Adderall. One more second passes and I feel like my retina ball.
I got ADHD and I wanna fucking kill myself. Take it, I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help. I am just a little boy, don't make me take the Adderall. One more second passes and I feel like my retina ball.
Bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got bees in my head. I can't help myself to take I just focus on my face. If another second passes, that's when me I'm a disgrace.
Watch the time go by, watch the rain pour down. It's a different state, you're in a different town, and I might drown. I'm a little hyperactive, but not right now. Did I just get F's in all my classes? What?
Bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got bees in my head, I got ADHD, and I wanna fucking kill myself. Check it, I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help. Bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got bees in my head, I got bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my bees in my bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got bees in my head, I got ADHD, and I wanna fucking kill myself. Check it, I don't want to, but I really feel like I need help. Bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my head. I got bees in my head, I got bees in my head, bees in my head, bees in my bees in my bees in my head.
I had to watch that video, so you had to watch it too. Now we're both in pain. That was very fun. But that was only some of her animations that she has made over the years. Now, this animation in particular would get some criticism from the tween furries that she had in her, following her basically. The teen furries were not pleased with how Bees in My Head turned out. A lot of them said, "I cannot describe the physical anguish I felt listening to this." Clearly, the criticism was the song was not good. Where her origin starts all the way back in 2012 to 2013, when Zola was making animations on Flipnote on the DS. There wasn't a lot of effort in these. I'll show some of the animations she made. However, she started to rapidly gain popularity in 2016 to 17, as with the rise of YouTube animation meme community. Basically, if you don't know, animation templates are set to a specific song that other people copy. Several of her animations became immensely popular, especially the, quote, cat copy, floppy ears. It racked up 1 million views on each. KittyDog was 13-14 at the time, did not know how to really deal with her newfound e-fame. Her big claim to fame, minus her animations, was her persona called Crystal. Crystal was a neon dog-cat hybrid. She quickly became controversial for being young and inserting wildly sexual themes into her video. During the time, she also attracted the attention of Birdie. Birdie, real name Sophia Harrington, was born September 22nd, 2004. Aside from the deranged, then child animated meme creator who wanted to fuck KittyDog, KittyDog played along initially, encouraging her extremely obsessive behavior, seemingly just for the fun of it. In 2016, near the height of KittyDog's popularity, Sophie proved herself to be disturbed, often drawing herself or her self-insert character murdering or wording and dismembering people she did not like. She became obsessed with Zola after becoming obsessed with another underaged animator on YouTube, Sleeping King, who egged her on by inserting/mentioning Sophie in her videos. Because of all this involvement in this situation, there was really nothing that could be done over it. They were both children at the time, children that were exposed to deranged sexual content, and at no point did anyone involved think that get these preteens away from their computer. Sophie continued to spiral, displaying more of the same behavior. After 80 billion other internet dramas, her parents finally took notice. As a result, Sophie was permabanned from the internet by her parents. However, this was far too late. KittyDog's art is primarily an example for why you're supposed to study anatomy before moving on to stylization. Her shapes are formless, they're inconsistent blobs, and regardless of her drawings, if they are human or anthropomorphic, KittyDog has no knowledge of color theory, and all of her art is filled with clashing neon, eye-burning colors. There's only so much you can approve when you're only drawing the same thing over and over again. Now that she's legally an adult, it has gotten much worse. She's plastered haphazard 18+ only warnings on half of her animations and posted to the same channel where she posts everything else. So it doesn't really precisely stop minors from accessing not safe for work content. Also posts other NSFW art and animation, which she voices herself. 2018, Zola joined a Discord server which she claims, quote unquote, groomed into being a zoophile, end quote. She received widespread criticism for this. She now excuses all of her actions during this time period due to the fact that she was groomed, and she claims she is in therapy. She was into the idea of having relations with dogs at the time. Talked about these degeneracy fantasies about animals, but at the time she claimed she had no access to animals herself. And she claims it would have been bad if she had access to animals. She was into zoophilia, but claims she never acted on it, even though she was surrounded with people that did and approved of them doing so. In addition, she repeatedly sent photos of her animal dildos while underage, but she admits she does not send them anymore. Another drama that KittyDog got herself into was when she defended the idea of pro-shipping. If you don't know what pro-shipping is, pro-shippers believe that you should be allowed to ship incest, pedophilia, and other social taboos without social repercussion. Antis are those people that disagree with them. She later excused this stance of being a pro-shipper by saying the antis were attacking her for her zoo drama and she was being groomed, and now she's on neither side. Zola claims to be plural, which, if you do not know what a plural is, it's like DID, but without medical diagnosis or qualifications. They claim that there's multiple personalities that they switch in between, but Zola here does not have an actual diagnosis for DID. And she started to create all these different plurals. She's received criticism for faking and trying to say she had DID. She would come out on Twitter and say she does not have DID, but would continue to operate as a system, or have alters, if you will. And she would continue to have these alters privately and shut down her channels and alter cards, but she would still draw her alters in her videos. Dog's view on both gender and sexuality is very confusing and contradictory. She describes herself as a woman with 2 X chromosomes, but also as a femboy, where she states that it isn't inherently sexual. She claims herself to be a femboy. She immediately follows up by saying that she is also a tomboy, and then would draw her persona with more manly aspects. It seems like not all of Zola's problems stemmed from her online history. It seems that it also came from her dad. He's a very strange man. Zola claims that her parents physically abused her, and while this is claimed by many cows, this one seems to be true. Her dad several times referred to some sort of custody battle with Zola's mother, which eventually resulted in his kids being taken away from him. He apparently hit her with a spatula. Zola's dad claims that his ex-wife let some weirdo show Zola porn and deliberately accused him of abuse to cover it up. There are scant details on this era of other strange Facebook rants from her father on a podcast trying to get his daughter back. All in all, it's hard to say what is true. Every party involved seems to have some kind of fault here. That was the story of KittyDog, or Zola Williams, the furry animator / musician / degen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!